Creatures such as the Loch Ness Monster, also known as cryptids, just do not want to vanish. Nessie, the local nickname for the Loch Ness cryptid, was actually photographed a few years ago again. While having a look at this latest sighting, we thought we'd have a look at other cryptid sightings. From massive flying birds to creatures that will haunt your dreams forever, grab your garlic and infrared camera and lend a helping hand. Keep watching until the end to see the Canadian equivalent of the Loch Ness Monster. Nessie's reappearance. An old legend has been revived in the windswept Scottish Highlands. The release of a series of photos from 2018 that appear to show the infamous Loch Ness monsters caused quite a stir among both believers and skeptics. The photos, which depict a slithering, elusive creature, evoke the ancient legend of the Loch Ness Monster. The photographer, G.A. Kelly, was afraid of the backlash if she shared her potentially groundbreaking discoveries. Kelly, a middle-aged translator, and her family were enjoying a picturesque lunch at the Doris Inn, a quaint establishment perched on the loch's edge, when Kelly noticed a strange object gliding mysteriously across the water. It was an extraordinary sight. About 200 meters from the shore, the creature materialized and began swimming rhythmically from right to left. There was a lot of rolling and spinning, but they never did spot a neck or head. After some time, it faded into the depths, leaving them in sheer wonder. 3 years later, as the largest search for Nessie in half a century continues, she's reviving the myth of the Loch Ness Monster by revealing her tantalizing evidence. Yeti or Abominable Snowman? A spellbinding legend found its connection to reality in the harsh, otherworldly landscape of Everest Base Camp, a jumble of tents perched 17,500 feet high among lunaresque boulders. On a fateful day in November of 1951, interest in the mysterious Yeti exploded across the Western world. Eric Shipton and Michael Ward, the expedition's medic, were exploring the frozen glacial plain late in the afternoon when they came across a mysterious set of tracks leading off into the distance. At this intimidating altitude, well above the tree line and further still from any human dwelling, the discovery of these impressions in the cold terrain, each around 12 inches long and 5 inches wide, were pretty perplexing. These mysterious footprints could have been left by a human, bear, or yak, the only known animals that could have survived in such a harsh glacial environment. However, the Sherpa guides had a sudden epiphany. These were unmistakable signs of the enigmatic Yeti. Tom Bertolon, another member of the team, saw the prints a few days later and made the startling declaration, "The Abominable Snowman is not a myth." The mysterious nature of the Yeti was cemented in the public's mind after Shipton's photograph of the puzzling footprints went viral around the world. Sasquatch. The legendary Sasquatch has long been thought to frolic in the lush interior of the North American wilderness, where towering pines dare to scrape the sky. Those who are brave enough to seek its shadow remain captivated by the mystery of this formidable creature, which is shrouded in folklore and speculation. Throughout the decades of exploration, there have been tales of strange encounters and intriguing physical discoveries. An iconic thread in the Sasquatch tapestry is the account of Roger Patterson and Robert Grimland's 1967 encounter. This resulted in a film clip of what appears to be a female Bigfoot traveling along a remote Californian creek bed. DNA analysis represents a cutting-edge development in the search for the truth in recent decades, and Dr. Jeff Meldrum of Idaho State University is widely regarded as the world's foremost expert on Bigfoot. He's collected hundreds of casts of what may be Sasquatch footprints, in fact. In an effort to determine whether or not the enigmatic entity actually exists, he's at the forefront of a movement that employs cutting-edge genome sequencing technology. Where skeptics see nothing but myth, thousands of curious people from all walks of life continue their search. The search for Sasquatch is an exciting expedition into the heart of mystery, and it's a moving testament to our insatiable curiosity about the world around us. Chupacabra. The Chupacabra is a terrifying mystery that's said to prowl the nighttime streets of Puerto Rico under the light of the full moon. This ghost, whose name translates chillingly to goat sucker, is a living embodiment of the fear and intrigue that are inextricably woven into the cultural tapestry. Legends of the Chupacabra, a monster said to attack at night and drain the blood of livestock, began circulating in the 1990s. Stories told in hushed voices detail a monstrous creature with reptilian and canine traits, a spine that run down its back, and red eyes that glow in the dark. Recent history books have featured the Texas Chupacabra more prominently. This Chupacabra, unlike its Puerto Rico counterpart, has no hair and walks in an odd way, making it look like a dog. Several carcasses found, initially causing ripples of excitement among cryptid enthusiasts, were ultimately identified as canines. Their baldness came more from mange upon DNA analysis. Grainy videos, infrequent sightings, and the occasional unexplained livestock attack all contribute to the perpetuation of Chupacabra folklore and fascination. Despite scientific disbelief, the legend of the Chupacabra lives on in the eerie atmosphere of nighttime horror it's come to represent. Mothman. The Mothman is a terrifying and fascinating figure from the shadows of West Virginian folklore. Legend has it that sightings of this creature, which is said to be a portent of impending doom, have compelled generations of curious minds. A series of terrifying sightings in the Point Pleasant area in 1966 and 1967 painted a picture of a tall, winged creature with penetrating red eyes, and the public's imagination ran with it. The collapse of the Silver Bridge shortly after the sightings fueled rumors that the Mothman was responsible for the disaster. The legend of the Mothman faded from popular consciousness until 2017, when a spate of sightings in Chicago echoed the old ghost stories. While no smoking gun has been found to incontrovertibly validate the Mothman's existence, the surge of reports created an atmosphere of disquiet that felt achingly familiar. Thus, the mythical soothsayer of discord, the Mothman, lives on thanks to the occasional sightings, chilling anecdotes, and the palpable sense of dread that keeps the mystery alive and pulsing. Jersey Devil. The Jersey Devil, a legendary creature steeped in the ominous colors of folklore, is said to live deep within the expansive Pine Barrens of New Jersey. Residents have been chilled to the bone by its grotesque description since the 1700s, a monstrous blend of kangaroo, bat, and horse. It's said that Mother Leeds' 13th child was cursed when the creature she wished for flew up the chimney. Since then, the pines have been permanently cast in darkness. Even during periods of widespread sightings like the 1909 frenzy that captured national attention, evidence for the Jersey Devil's existence remains elusive, offering only myth-laden glimpses through the haze. In 2015, an alleged photo surfaced, causing a stir in local communities and attracting international attention to the story for the first time in its long history. But doubt won out as the fuzzy photo generated more questions than answers. The legend persists despite the shaky evidence, which is a tribute to the region's deep, spooky folklore. As a result, the Jersey Devil continues to be a phantom in the Pine Barrens. The Beast of Gévaudan. This beast is a terrifying legend from the rugged landscapes of 18th century France that continues to haunt people's imaginations. It's said that many people died between 1764 and 1767 at the hands of this formidable entity, leaving a permanent scar on the region's social and cultural history. It was described as having fangs as sharp as razors and jaws as powerful as those of a wolf. People's fears grew as reports circulated that it seemed immune to bullets. In the years since, there's been various speculative theories behind the identity of the beast, ranging from packs of aggressive wolves to a trained hyena, even to a serial killer using a canine as a cover-up. Intriguing speculations abound, but definitive proof of the existence of this mysterious beast has thus far eluded researchers. There's been some speculation that the beast was a wolf hybrid or a wolf subspecies, but the real identity of the creature remains shrouded in mystery. The Thunderbird. An awesome creature, the Thunderbird soars on the wings of legends within the colorful abundance of North American indigenous stories. The name of this mythical bird comes from the idea that when it flaps its massive wings, thunder rolls out and lightning strikes from its piercing eyes. The Thunderbird has long been revered as a powerful symbol of protection and harmony in nature. This creature has been described as everything from a huge eagle to a spirit by various indigenous communities. Thunderbird sightings have continued into the modern era, despite their mystical roots. Several kids in Illinois in 1977 said they saw the bird the size of a plane. This encounter is among the most famous. Skeptics assert the sightings were exaggerated or involved the incorrect identification of large birds like condors or herons. Despite the lack of hard evidence, the cryptid's existence is widely believed thanks to media like TV shows, articles, and eyewitness accounts. So whether or not it exists, the Thunderbird flies high in the realm of fascinating mystery and profound cultural significance. Yowie. A towering figure, the Yowie stalks the pages of local lore from the murky shadows of Australia's vast wilderness. The Yowie, also known as Australia's Bigfoot, is a legendary creature that stands as tall as 12 feet and is covered in thick, long hair. The Yowie is a legendary creature with roots in Australian indigenous folklore that's made its way into modern accounts through numerous sightings and encounters. People who have seen it say it's timid but surprisingly agile for its massive size. Recent years have added new claims of Yowie sightings, adding mystery. An Australian YouTuber claimed to have communicated with a Yowie in 2019, sparking a lively debate about humanity's enduring interest in the unknown. Some people think these sightings are just clever hoaxes or misidentified animals. Despite this, believers and Yowie hunters are still actively looking for proof of the creature's existence. Agapogo. On the shores of British Columbia is Lake Okanagan, a mysterious creature known only as the Agapogo is said to lurk. Known by many as Canada's Loch Ness monster, this serpentine beast plays a significant role in Canadian folklore, and is also a recurring theme in indigenous stories. Agapogo, according to legend, is a massive emerald-colored beast that can grow to be 50 feet in length and has a horse-like head. It's said to move around the ocean floor in silence. This aquatic cryptid has been the subject of sighting reports from various sources for decades. Multiple reports of sightings in 2018 sparked new levels of interest and heated discussions. Locals and cryptid fans all over the world were intrigued by the videos, despite their shaky quality. Skeptics attribute the sightings to more mundane things like logs or waves, but no one can agree on what Agapogo actually is. See you all next time.